Hello, my name is Meg, and this is my first ever YouTube video. So what I am going to basically be doing with these videos is book reviews, book discussion, and maybe some book hauls. Since this is my first video and it is fairly close to the beginning of this new year, 2014, I figured I would start off with giving you my goals for this year as far as this channel goes. I will try to get a video up about once a week, might do more. For the books, as far as the book goals for this year goes, there are some books that I would like to reread, and then there are some new books that I would like to read in general, and one of the series that I would like to reread is one of the young adult novels that I'm going to be doing, and that is The Alchemist by Michael Scott. I remember reading it, and I remember really enjoying it, and I do have the second book to it, and I have read them both, but I was waiting for books to come out, and I don't wait very well, so I moved on and kind of forgot about the series. Since there are like 5 books out now, 4 books out than just the 2 that I had, I will go through and I will buy the rest of them as I go sometime throughout the year, and I will finish this series. I will be rereading these 2, and I will pick up the next one. Another book series that I am going to reread is the Harry Potter books. I did read them. They were what got me into reading, like so many of us. I have reread individual books, whatever I felt like reading, this book or that book, but I have not gone through and reread the entire series a second time, which is kind of insane because I picked them up when I was in the 2nd grade. I'm 22 now, and I still have not done a reread of the whole Harry Potter series, books 1 through 7. So at some point this year, that is something I am going to do. Another series that I am going to reread to finish is going to be Eragon, The Inheritance Trilogy by Christopher Paolini. I started it shortly after it came out, and I read all the way through the 3rd book, and then when the 4th book came out a couple years ago, around August, which is when they're coming out, is also when my birthday is. So the 4th and final book in this was a birthday present from my fiance, the first one I ever got from him, and I have still not picked up the last book, and that is because I would like to reread them. This one's not particularly too big for me. It is, 500-ish pages? Just under 500 pages. So, but the other 2 got quite a bit bigger, and I feel like I would be missing out on something if I read the 4th book without rereading the series up to that point. So I will be rereading Eragon and the rest of them. Another one that I would like to reread, because I have not finished the series again, is Vampire Academy. There is the movie that's coming out very soon, and I will be going to see that. I will reread the book before I see the movie. Then I'm going to try and finish out this series too, because I think I own all but like the last book or 2 in the series. One of a couple of the adult series that I would like to reread this year, I have Feast of Souls by C.S. Friedman. I would like to reread this one, and then there's the 2nd one that's out, and I have it. I am still waiting on the 3rd book. I don't know when it comes out. Hopefully soon. I will reread this trilogy, well, the 2 books of this trilogy that I own, so that I'm ready for the 3rd book when it comes out. And then one of the series that I'm going to reread that is completed is one of my favorites, and it is The Black Jewels. It's technically called the Black Jewels Trilogy, but she's put out other books in the same world, and they're all really, really good, and they are dark. They are very, very dark, and I love them. They are so beautifully written, and I will reread these, and I will probably do a review or a discussion on them. One of the classics that I would like to go through and reread the whole thing is this nice, big, lovely book of Sherlock Holmes. It's the completed, and it's the Barnes & Noble one where it's all nice and leather and embossed and shiny, and it's got the gold on the pages and the teeny tiny writing, which I love. thick books with small writing, more story. I love big books. So I've read some of this already, and I would like to finish reading it this year. And then, not a big one too much for the classics, so other than the Sherlock Holmes novels, I will read one Jane Austen novel. I have read Pride and Prejudice about 5 or 6 times, and I greatly enjoyed it. I love the characters, and it's in my opinion, the best love story of all time. I love Pride and Prejudice. So I will see if I like the other Jane Austen novels as well. I will probably read Emma. I haven't quite decided yet. That's the one that I'm leaning towards. That will be my classic for this year. As far as the number of books that I would like to read this year, I'm setting myself a goal of 70 books between now and the end of this year, including the ones that I will be rereading and just the new books that are coming out. Books that I am looking forward to this year, there's only really one that I can think of right now, and that is Cress from the Lunar Chronicles. Mostly I prefer the adult novels. I read a lot of fantasy novels. Fantasy is my favorite genre. And then I read some science fiction. And then if I want to read something but I don't want to have to think about it, that's when I pick up the romance novels. I probably won't be doing too many reviews of the romance on here. I might do a few of like the paranormal romance adult books. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't bite. I look forward to having you view any other of my videos. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, whatever you like. I'll see you guys later.